organized control, make everything be special. All you need.
There's only one button on that controller, and that's B. All right. Here you go. Game number 1 here. Sonido versus Clemson RFang.
Sonido right off the bat just charges in towards RFang. I like the little pivot that he's doing. Like, he dashes back and forth, and he uses the side B in order to do it. He's just not trying to approach RFang. Even though RFang got away with a lot of limit charge, he's like, you know what? I'd rather just play it safe and wait for him to get down with limit and fight him with when he has limits.
Yeah. Okay, dancing around him. I like it. RFang starting up a little aggression himself, trying to catch his landings. Good utilization there of your air dodge. Getting his feet back onto the stage here. All right.
Okay, that was good patience from Sonido. You know, you saw RFang, charge forward him and just immediately rolled in, stood still, and got that grab. Now he's trying to land down on the ground. RFang not allowing it. Finally opening him up with that back air.
Alrighty. Let's see if RFang can stop the bleeding here. Okay, I like it. Turn around forward tilt. Keeping Sonido on his toes. Oh, nice read there.
Using the back air to push him off. This could be good for him. Spring is a very good utility for knocking Clouds out of limit break, or for even edge guards. And using the balloon to extend his hurt box, didn't really even need it. Responds in kind with another back air. You kill me with a back air, I'm going to kill you with a back air.
And
do an F smash.
Tilted down one. Good situational awareness there on Sonido's end of the spectrum. These stocks are flying quick here, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Again, being respectful to Cloud, I don't know if I could do the same. If I see him charge the limit, I got to apply a little pressure, man. I can't make it that easy for you.
Now, Rod, I'm honestly confused why Sonido agreed to Smashville. Because, there's a lot of times when players play and they go to the stage striking system, and a lot of players like to just go Smashville, and that's what they did. But against Cloud, who's able to charge his limit for free on that platform, like, what can you do? And we're seeing that's the second time that RFang got an insanely free limit break charge.
Yeah, because you don't want to get caught slacking up there. If you go up there and try to punish Cloud, and you whiff anything, best believe he's going to pull the trigger and smack you around. All right. I like the fall away there. Ooh, tries to chase him down.
You can't catch what you can't see.
There it is, man. That is a quote from Muhammad Ali. Oh!
We're going for the classic up air into a forward air, pushing him off stage. This could be big. He's waiting for him to commit to something on the shield. Ends up getting a grab into a back throw. Getting a limit break through the spring so he doesn't end up getting gimped from it.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Threw that one out as quickly as he could. Gets a back throw that time. Goes to the top platform, looking to take it away.
I love the mix-ups coming from Sonido. He went to the platform to try to recover high, and then sent a spring downwards in case RFang was going to recover low. This could be big for him. Goes for another F smash, but spaces himself just right to avoid near death.
Yeah. That tilted down forward smash, that's a tricky move that Sonic has. A lot of people forget that he can angle that, but there's another back throw.
Sonido looking for another gimp. Good air dodge awareness from RFang. Getting away from that spring, but again, a back air coming in strong. He has to get back to the stage now.
All right, here we go.
Uses the ledge jump for free to get above Sonido, and that limit's almost charged. Sonido's looking for a gimp, and the second he gets that limit, it's going to be near impossible.
And I like what we're seeing this time, not letting him charge the limit for free, applying a slight amount of pressure there with those back airs. That's a move you're going to have to respect. Nice job reading the roll in.
One thing you got to be careful of. If you roll, choose the option. Wow! He caught him with the climb hazard off of the ledge jump.
This ain't Momocon, though.
Still living today. Gets the grab and another back throw. I don't know how many grabs into back throws Sonido has landed on the edge of the stage, but RFang, hungry to get back on, covers him with a back air and takes away game number 1.
Beautiful job. He went as low as possible, tried to outmaneuver him, but Sonido just had the upper hand there that time. Right.
And we were discussing so much about how all these characters players that play Sonic always like to play him campy, like to play defensive, like the likes of Komo Rikiri or Wrath. But I'm saying Sonido, and that man was running circles around RFang. He was running, charging, being super aggressive, almost dangerously aggressive.
Yeah.
But he just believed in all the reads that he was going to get, because if you're opting to play aggressive with Sonic, he becomes a read-based character. Like, you have to rely on getting the reads in order to frustrate your opponent.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Even with yourself being a ex-Sonic main from Brawl, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
Yeah, so you know a thing or two about Sonic. And I will say, Sonic does get a bad rep like we talked about before, but this guy is the living truth. And that's not to say that there's anything wrong with playing like the campy, the very defensively based Sonic, because regardless, man, we take those no matter how you get the W. But, I think he understands he's on stream. He wants to put on a bit of a show.
It might just be his playstyle as well. Maybe he can't find himself to camp. Honestly, when you're playing certain matchups, you definitely do need to do it. I don't think Cloud's one of them. I think Cloud's one that you do need to go aggressive, especially if he's trying to charge his limit. Now we're going to Battlefield, having the tri-platform for RFang is going to help him greatly, just as much as Smashville, for charging his limit break. If he wants to chill on the top platform, a side platform, charge his limit, and also allows him to get some auto-cancel down airs at the perfect height from the middle platforms.
This stage works wonders for both of these two characters, but like you said, more specifically Cloud. All right. Sharking from below there with the up airs. Really trying to punish these landings. I like this.
Kind of a questionable homing attack, but we see the springs getting spawned over and over.
Oh,
you know,
my
he's
God.
desperate to get out of there using up B.
How many up airs does it take? All right. A little off the market with the grab that time. I do like what RFang does. Kind of just runs right past Sonido, catches him with the pivot back throw. Every time I think Sonido's got the solid download on that. The up airs though coming back out.
RFang looking for a dash attack coverage. This could be big for him. Wait, just plays super patient, waits for RFang to use a normal get up, and then punishes him accordingly with a forward tilt.
Yeah, I think he was expecting like a get up attack. That's why he just stood there. But once he seen that he wasn't going for that, he waited for the neutral get up.
Okay. Yeah, I like the baits coming from Sonido. He like charges in, then backs off last second, hoping that RFang commits to an option.
Uh-oh. Okay, try to give himself a little overhead coverage there with those up airs. Fantastic job not allowing that to happen there on RFang's behalf.
Okay, good stuff from Sonido, just running away from RFang just so he can get back onto the stage before going back to the neutral. Finds an opening in his down airs and gets a grab. Tries to get a follow-up up air as well, but we see the air dodge coming in quick from RFang. Yeah. It turns into a 50-50 scenario when you get an up throw like that with a lot of characters.
Back
Sonic
throw.
being one of them.
Yeah, definitely. He's off stage. Nice job. Try to get him with the spring. Still force him to burn the limit though, so you can't complain too much.
A lot of Sonics like to go for back throw as a use for a kill move, so they don't like to use it that much so it doesn't get stale, right?
Yeah.
So, but we're seeing a lot of back throws from Sonido just for purely placing Cloud off stage, because that's where Cloud doesn't feel comfortable.
Both these two players right now not really feeling comfortable at all. These higher percents, literally making the most out of all their moves. All right.
He's rolling like back and forth, waiting for RFang to get in again. RFang looking for that forward air himself. Nice pivot grab, sliding all the way to the middle of the stage, pushing him off as he's sitting at 145%.
Yeah, Sonido just dancing around him right now.
He needs that limit. Oh, but not enough. He waited a little bit too long to charge that limit break to allow him to get back onto the stage. And now Sonido is sitting pretty, only at 153%. RFang can easily get this edge guard, and he gets it with a short hop down air, pushing him off.
Beautiful, sending that man to the abyss. Okay, tries to go for a falling up air. Gets a little greedy that time. Sonido there with the rightful punish. Oh, he said, you're not going to fool me twice.
Fool me once, shame on you.
Yeah, man, fool me twice. Yeah, shame on me. All right, more up airs are coming out here, really catching Sonido's landing. He's playing a bit of a fish out of water, if you will.
He's acting like the shark that he is. You remember he's going for those up airs from below the platforms, just sharking towards his opponent. It's a really good option for just spacing out, and there's not much that the Cloud can do in response if they space it perfectly.
Yeah, no, sir.
Just runs in and gets a grab. A little bit too low percent for that actually to connect into the way he was looking for.
Okay.
Did you see that man just spin dash across that platform?
I mean, literally just jumping from one end of the stage to another, man. His maneuverability has been so good this entire match.
And he's placing purely good spin dashes, just running back and forth, letting it rip, and then comboing it into his opponent. Yeah. He's running in. Once again, he's doing a lot of run-in and bait-out, bait-and-switch attacks. Seeing 105%. Sonido on the verge of knocking RFang out of the bracket, and this would be considered an upset according to the seeding.
Yeah, and that was really interesting to see. He came down for the forward air, but it actually ended up auto-canceling. He ended up finding access to a grab that time. Okay, nice, giving himself a little spacer with the second hit of the climb hazard. Caught
RFang completely off guard. He was just standing there waiting for it. He just ran back, used a forward smash, feinting him. We call that the hypno smash.
Oh, wow.
When you just run back and just throw it out.
Let him know, Oscar.
Because your opponent's going to run in. That could just be